That was it. YouTube changed stream keys on me. It changed a lot of things, actually. It's pissing me off. So, I got started way later than I normally like to, as usual. I've been in a bad mood. Yeah. Okay. So I've got a lot of things I can play. I ran a poll, which of course I have no intention of honoring. No, I'll play something on it, but it's bothering me that I haven't beaten Mr. Sandman. It's nagging at me. So I got Punch-Out running a lot better, actually. It's still not perfect. Apparently it's one of those games that's just coded by morons. The frame rate fluctuates big time all around. So I got it working. It was actually changing to use DirectX 9 instead of 11 made it work better. I don't know, but we'll see if I can beat Sandman. I gotta get my championship belt, and I gotta get the game to appear. Hi. Gotta get my hair put back. I gotta get my hair cut. Sadly, I think the doc is no longer drunk. I hate to report the flavor is no longer chocolate. What's the ironic thing is I don't think I can get him back. I cured him. What? Video cut. What happened? No. Hang on. We'll fix. Damn you. Live stream software.
Hey kid, they say boxing is fighting.
But mainly boxing is drinking. Mainly is a lot of drinking. See, the sound's still gonna weird out. Everything I've read online, the sound always weirds out during that whoosh. So the music is gonna be drunk. Apparently Sandman weighs 500 pounds. And he's like 17 feet tall. Ooh, Doc's not looking so good. He's got kind of yellowed skin. Kind of cirrhosis. Ah, hell. Oh, crap. This is not starting off well. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Whoa! Stop hitting me in the tummy! Alright, Donkey Kong is in this. I don't think I'm gonna get that far. The rough, he's drunk. It was working a lot better until you guys came around. Whoa! grinding him down the hard way. Oh! I'm drunk. It was working fine until... I swear it was. I'm gonna save this knockdown. I gotta keep him up until the second round.
Be on your toes,
oh,
baby.
He's drunk.
Sandman's fast and strong.
And there's 3 of them. Aim for the middle one. Bam! 1 punch.
1, 2.
Punch out was a bad idea. Oh. Ah. Damn it. Oh. I'm getting sleepy. Damn it. Oh. Man, if anybody hit the ground that hard in a real boxing match, it'd be over.
1, 2.
I could beat him that.
Come on.
Work that body. Yeah, cover up, bro. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get up. It's close. But if I wait, I get hit with the jab. Damn it! Oh no! Oh! Damn it! That was so close.
Keep trying. You got this guy. You got it.
Ah!
Stand still.
Damn it! Could have sworn I had this guy. Ah! See, his normal punches are so fast. If I wait for the one with the windup, I get hit with that. So I'm guessing. Usually wrong. How am I doing? I am not feeling better than sometimes. No.
Come on.
Oh, things are bad. Ah! Ah! I am guessing wrong! See, I was gonna beat this guy and impress you all. Oh, there's nothing you can do to help. What's going on?
2, 3,
Nothing.
4, 5. Come on. Afraid.
Whoa! You see that wind up?
Tell your face to leave my fists alone. All bad things come to an end, Mac baby.
Like happy
Wake
hour.
Mr. Sandman up. All bad. Stand still. Stand still.
Damn it!
Stand still.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4. You want some more?
Damn it!
Stand still. What? Stand up.
All right. All right.
If winning was easy,
Pissed off.
fight.
What the fuck?
Stand still. Stand still.
Fuck you. Whoa.
2.
It actually accurately simulates the real sensation of being knocked out. Ah! Work a pull. Fall down! Oh yeah, I've been knocked out before. In real life, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Right. Afraid.
Oh no. Stop slowing down, it's throwing my timing off. Oh, come on.
Tell your face.
Thank you, Travis.
You taste it, Mac baby. Can you taste it?
The beer. I don't have Atlantis Lost Tales, man. I'm sorry. But thank you.
Right. Stand still. What?
Help! Why is it slowing down so bad?
2,
It wasn't doing this before.
3,
Damn it.
4, 5, 6. Come on. Right.
dolphin. I don't have a Wii hooked up. The Wii had shitty video outputs. Oh, this is terrible.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, come on! You Peckerwood! Oh!
Stand still. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want some more, afraid?
Damn! Damn! Damn!
TKO.
And the news! There we go. There we go.
Woo-wee, Mac, baby.
There we go.
You did it, Mac. You did it. You're the best of the best. The World Circuit Champion.
That's not the end. I don't want to see this. I don't like it. What the fuck is this? I can't skip it. Oh, bastards. Matt Hardy? You see that? No, I can't. Nothing's working. Who thought I would want to... Get MST the credits? It's stupid. These are actual names. They're just in like that Russian. No, I haven't fought Donkey Kong. I thought never mind. Fuck it. It's over. And it crashed. So there you have it. Which did I think would win? I thought Dark Souls 3 was gonna sweep it. Like not even close. I thought Dark Souls 3 was gonna be just all over it. I had resigned myself to playing Dark Souls. I know nothing, literally nothing, other than it is a game about Divinity Original Sin 2. This one completely went under my radar, which isn't hard to do. But even for that low bar, it went low. But Jackson donated it to me, which is very nice. It's very generous, actually. I would never have picked that myself, so I hope it's good. You know, I didn't really enjoy the last Sherlock Holmes game. I I liked Crime and Punishments, but this one, which is weird because Crime and Punishments, the Sherlock Holmes games don't really have a plot. Crime and Punishments especially was just self-contained. It was like 3 self-contained cases, maybe 4 or 5, I think, but they were very short, very self-contained. And at the end, Holmes gets in a carriage, goes home, and reads a book. The end. That's it. I was joking about that. I was like, at the end of this, he's just going to say, see you, Lestrade, and go home and read. And then he does. Oh, you're working retail, you poor child. No, not that there's anything wrong with that. It was just, that's very unconventional for a game like that, but I forget what the Last Testament of Sherlock Holmes. That one actually had an overarching plot. I don't know why I wasn't really following it. Like I understood it, but I didn't. In fact, if I was to describe it to me, it would be really interesting because Holmes starts acting like an asshole. I mean, more so than usual. Like murdering people. It was kind of awesome, and yet I couldn't stay committed to it. I don't know. But it definitely did have an overarching plot, but for some reason, now I couldn't stay focused on it. I don't know. I think really what the main problem was that I really, really, for some reason, do not like the voice actor of, at minimum, Sherlock Holmes, Watson as well. Now, here's the thing. The guy who voiced, the voice actor for Holmes does nothing wrong. But it's, when you think elementary, my dear Watson, the most stock central casting, so to speak, Sherlock Holmes, the plain average, plain yogurt Sherlock Holmes, he nails it, and it's boring. he is a perfect Holmes. I know I'm not making sense. But Holmes, as he is stereotyped, is boring. That's why the kind of the modern obsession with remaking Holmes really focuses him on him being an interesting character. He's basically a sociopath. Literally a sociopath in the Cumberbatch version. He's on drugs. He's a complete asshole. He's got a short temper. All that. He's not that. He's not that guy who just very, very blandly and dully, explains how smart he is. My word, Holmes, how did you ever deduce that? It's quite simple. I'm like, yeah, you're smart, you're fucking boring. And the voice actor, I'm shaming him by complimenting him. He does it perfectly. He does the perfect no chances taken Sherlock Holmes. I hate it. I hate it. Especially for what the narrative seemed to be taking him someplace kind of dark. He wasn't up to it, or he might have been up to it, but he's not the characterization he was going for. I don't know. I saw the preview of Devil's Daughter, and it definitely seems far more strongly like a central narrative to it. I could be wrong, obviously, but yeah, when you think of the stereotypical Sherlock Holmes, you're probably thinking I don't even know if Basil Rathbone is the one to blame for this, but he probably is. again, he was a perfect Holmes, but he was the very, very dry, very droll, just very calm genius. And everybody just was agape at how brilliant he was, and Watson's only role is to like scratch his mustache. By Joe, Holmes, how did you ever deduce such a thing? Wow, he's amazing. He's the sounding board for the audience, so he has someone to show how smart he is too. Anyway, I was gonna give it a try, but I never did finish Testament. I'd have to start it all over again because I don't know where I was. I remember Poppy Pods. Oh, Watson was invaluable in the books. Not that I read that much, but anyway, I lost my train of thought, but I think I'd finished. So yeah. What am I gonna do now? I don't know. The games I had put up was Divinity II. I can contact Angry Joe, but I have not contacted him in many years. I just haven't had a reason to. Divinity II, Dark Souls 3, and Jet Set Radio. I have it. I don't know if it ports that well. I've heard it doesn't, or I've heard Jet Set Radio hasn't aged well. That the controls are terrible. I remember watching Miles play it, and Miles fucking loved Jet Set Radio. But I never played it. I saw him play it. This was a long time ago. What? I'd love to get to the Punch-Out defense run if I could get the fucking thing running like I had it running, and I didn't just hit the fucking credits. Thank you, Blue Eyes. Am I ducking Glass Joe? Yeah, I'm ducking the credits. The super chat is something I keep forgetting exists. In fact, I often forget where it is. Ah, there you are. Who said what? I hate Ortelius. My thoughts on L.A. Noire? L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire sucks. Bear with me. L.A. Noire is a really good story. But there's two problems with it. The sandbox element of it, the driving the GTA shit, pointless. There's no purpose to any of it. The car chases are all pretty much scripted. They terminate when the script says to terminate the chase. There's no real reason to go exploring. I mean, yeah, there's collectibles, but so what? There's cars to collect, but all the cars in the fucking 1940s look the same. It was an investigation game with the cars, which was like 3/4 of the game, just tacked on. The driving was so tedious. And it was so boring, in fact. I'm pretty sure Rockstar just had that option to where you have your partner drive and fast forward to the end. Which, when you do that, makes the game a lot better, but also cuts out like 30 hours of gameplay. The second part of it, they never could figure out how to handle the interrogations. Which is a shame, because that's the central fucking element of the entire game, is the interviews and interrogations. Because they had the first started off with truth, doubt, and lie. But it sounds simple, but it never really explained what that meant. truth is you're convinced the guy is telling you the truth, or at least, and this is the tricky part, or at least the truth as far as he knows it. Okay? Doubt. Doubt could be anything. You think he's misleading you, but you can't prove it. Okay? Or you think he's not telling you the whole truth, and it crosses over with the lie. If you accuse them of lying, they instantly demand proof. And that's the weird part between the doubt and the lie is, like, you'd say something like, I don't know, do you have any outstanding parking tickets, Mr. Simmons? And the guy will be like, no, of course not. And you'd be like, he's lying. So you say, lie. And he'd be like, oh yeah? Yeah, well, show me those tickets. And you don't have any tickets, of course. So the correct answer was to say doubt. So when you say doubt, he goes, Cole goes, well, how about I run your file and bring it in here, huh? Let's see what you think of that, And sometimes the characters' moods will. I remember we started having this very calm interrogation with this dude, and then I say doubt, and the guy slams his fist on the table out of nowhere. He's like, okay, this won't take very long. How are you doing today? And the guy goes, fine. And I go, you say doubt, and he goes, fine? You know what they do to kitty rapers in Quentin? How about I put you there in a kitty raper beef? And you're like, your guy will fly off the handle. And I think it was that I never played this version, but I think they released like a second version where instead of truth, doubt, and lie, it goes good cop, bad cop, and lie. But good cop and bad cop isn't right either. Because you are, like, if the guy's telling the truth is the right answer. You're not good copping him. You're not bad copping him. Good cop, bad cop is a two-cop procedure. And it's only you doing the interrogations. So it wasn't good cop, bad cop at all. But so the interrogation's really frustrating because you could have this guy you could have this guy completely figured out. Like, he's lying, he's telling the truth, and but sometimes it's doubt, sometimes it's lie, and you can accuse them of lying, and then you can back out. So, like, you go, you know what they did to kitty rapers in Quentin? You want me to see if you got a kitty raper beef in your file? And he's like, yeah, well, show me. I didn't do nothing like that. And your guy goes, sorry? Sometimes you gotta shake the tree to see what falls out. And then the conversation proceeds as normal. Like, you just accuse this guy of being a pederast, man. And then he goes, sorry. Just procedure. Oh, good cop, bad cop, and accuse. So they wanted to do this thing where it was, one of three options, but it never... It was never clear. At least not to the point where, like, when you finish a level, or when you were doing an interrogation and you said doubt when you should have said lie, and that's the real bummer, is if you go, you have any parking tickets, Mr. Simmons? And the guy goes, no, of course not. And you actually have the parking tickets, or, like, just, it's related to some other clue. Like the clue is called, like, Simmons' criminal record. If you don't go lie, criminal record, but if you say, like, he's probably got tickets, you say doubt, and your guy goes, well, yeah, well, I bet you do. And the guy goes, well, I don't. And then you bomb that interrogation. So it never felt like I was doing well. Even when I was doing it's kind of like playing like having an asshole DM who's just being argumentative, You're like, he was obviously lying. I called him on a lie. Well, yeah, but you didn't show him the criminal record, So they never could figure out like 3 discrete levels of truthiness that ever worked to my satisfaction. And you had this really, really good plot that it was shoehorned into a bad game. It's a flat out bad game. Good story, bad game, and I'll stand by that. You know, the it looks amazing. The technology is superior, but the driving is pointless. It's not like there's any racing that you do. Why would you? You can carjack people for essentially no reason. But even when you find really cool cars, like hidden race cars, you're still basically stealing them, and you don't get to keep them. So, like, if you want to do, like, there's no point in getting a really cool car for a high-speed pursuit you know is coming up, because it always puts you back in your normal cop car. So there's no point. You can't just say, like, I want this to be my police car from now on. And you go, like, that's, like, you know, your partners that were like, Cole, when did you get, like, a drag racing car? Like, it's just, shut up. So unless you were, like, carjacking people for achievements, and that's the only reason you would ever do that, whatever. Yeah. So I stand by that. Police acquisition, whatever. It was the sort of thing where I think Rockstar had a problem that when all you have is a hammer, all your problems look like nails. They had like this whole sandbox engine thing, and they're like, okay, we got crimes. Well, we got the sandbox. We'll just put LA in a sandbox and have you drive around and shit. Why? You know, immersion, yeah. And what was also really funny was you basically couldn't lose the game. I mean, you could die, but if you blew an interrogation, if you bombed it, then basically, if you completely boned the entire investigation from square one, basically the murderer will just like fall out of the sky in front of you. And you're like, get up, Cole. Now your rating will suck, but it's like, well, we gotta have this plot move forward. So yeah, you catch him neat. Well, which reminds me, that was what I wanted to say was really fun about Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishments. What I found hilarious about Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishments is that there is no right answers. Like, you can solve the case any way you want. Like, you can frame motherfuckers. So, like, one of your cases, like, the very last case is this guy who is, like, found standing over a dead body with a fucking knife. Like, standing right over him. And Lestrade is like, case solves itself, you know, runs the guy in for murder. And the guy's like, I didn't do it. I want Sherlock Holmes. And so Holmes goes there. And you can literally go talk to Lestrade. He's like, well, what happened? And he goes, well, I found this guy standing over a bloke with a knife. And you're like, really? Interesting. Well, I'm going to go talk to the guy. You go talk to the guy, get his story. You can walk right out of the jail cell, clap Lestrade on the back and be like, damn good job. See you later, Greg. And go home. And Lestrade's like, he noticed me. Like, you can actually tell Inspector Lestrade, good job, you nailed him. Which is the complete wrong answer. But you can make the deduction web work by just being like, why was he standing over the body? Because he did it. You know, As long as you complete the deduction web, even if it's wrong, the game will take it. So the case will last like 3 minutes. You're like, yeah, he was standing over the body with a knife. Of course he fucking did it. And you leave. And the game doesn't go, the game doesn't go, the fuck is wrong with you? Watson just strokes his mustache and admits, that's amazing, Holmes. How did you figure it out? I didn't. Lestrade did. And you leave. And the other thing is, this was the weird part. There was like a Paragon Renegade option to every case. And for some reason, the good guy option was to always let the criminal go. It was weird. You're like, yeah, you killed the guy, but he was a rapist, so shoo. You know, like, or like, yeah, you killed the guy, but he was a thief. You know, just, and so like it was the bad guy response for some reason to like have Lestrade throw them in jail. I didn't get it, but yeah, that game could end any way you wanted it to. If you wanted a time where Holmes is like, the fuck did you bring me down here for? You found the guy standing over a dude with a knife. He did it! And you leave. If you want that to be your Sherlock Holmes story, then you got it. You know. But the game never just, there's never a point where like Holmes looks into the camera and goes like, what is wrong with you? Like, I mean, there are correct answers, but you know, there's never a time where Watson goes, I don't know, there's a lot of loose ends in this case, and you know, Holmes is like, nope, there's not. Solved. I'll expect my check in the morning. Okay. Play a casement. Now I'm all talked out. All right, let me see this. Well, I'd like to get the right answer eventually, John. Okay. Divinity II Original Sin has a fucking launcher. I don't care about the news. Play definitive or switch to classic. I guess I'll play definitive. Because why wouldn't you, you know? This is at 1%. And it's still a little too loud. Wow. is going on? Well, I can't go any lower. Ah! I can still hear it. Ah! Wow. 1%. That's a new one on me, man. I'm so sorry about that. At 100%, that must have been fucking violent. God, I'm so sorry. Why is there a bag? Be who you want to be. Oh, it's mods. Which are pre-installed. Okay. Game Master. Okay, Jackson was saying something. I wasn't listening. Single player, you can open a new campaign from the base game and invite players to join. Oh, this is getting to be an ordeal. What the fuck is this? Okay, how about this? I'm gonna take a break. Just as soon as now that I've warmed up. I'm gonna see what's up with the volume. Start a new live stream. Take my anxiety meds, because I'm freaking out. Not doing well at all. Not your fault. Not your fault at all. I just need to chill out. I got too fired up. Too warmed up. Like, I'm so excited I'm the world champion now. Okay, so give me 15 minutes. I will try to come back. I can't let my courage fail me, but I will let you know. And Jackson, yeah, I will need your help, because this seems to me like the kind of game that's not going to hold my hand that much. Because I don't know what any of these mean. Pretty. There's a lizard on a very cramped space with a bunch of other creatures. Really no room to spread out there. This looks like Fraggle Rock. That guy's fighting Sturges. And Explorer mode is... Again, we are really cramped in on this boat. I guess it wouldn't be an adventure if there wasn't peril. So how many... oh my god. How many people can be in a group then? And is it meant to... Explorers free roam? Classic is D&D... Okay, I got it. Yeah, I figured. Spoonie still exists? That's debatable. 4? Well, I only really know Jackson. Single player is meant for up to 2. Chibi-sana, you did not hear about the idea you shot Linkara. Yeah, we never did finish Transformers. That's my fault. It's you know what it is? It's that the Autobots are boring. Like, how do you can't do that. You can't have me go from Megatron to just being Optimus Prime. Because like 90% of Optimus Prime's dialogue is literally, "My name is Optimus Prime." Seriously, watch a Transformers movie and count how many times he goes, "My name is Optimus Prime." In fact, don't watch the Transformers movie. That was bad advice I gave you. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Although there was a funny bit, I was watching the. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. I was watching. I was at someone's house for a holiday party. I can't remember what, but they had one of these really new, like 4K TVs. Shit looks weird on those TVs, man. Like, it's like everything is too in focus. It really fucked with my head. But this was one of the ones with Marky Mark in it. I think it wasn't... It doesn't fucking matter what it was. But there's product placement all over these movies. Some directors handle product placement a lot better than others. I can't explain. When you see it, you know. It's weird. Like, their depth of field exists for a reason. It's like I could see too much. I've seen everything. Like I don't know where to look. So that analog, warmer sound, warmer look. So Marky Mark is doing this thing where, for some reason, like, cities are getting demolished, but Marky Mark is able to just like run around between their legs and scream and still survive like 3 movies. So there's this bit where he's chasing Optimus Prime, and there's this big fight, and they're beating the shit out of each other in the streets. You can't tell what the fuck is going on, and one of the Decepticons crashes through a beer truck, as in like a semi truck full of Bud Light. Now, this in itself is not the product placement. I mean, you gotta have a truck. Something has to be in the truck. Okay, Bud Light, boom. That's not the product placement. The Autobots keep fighting down the road. Just Marky Mark runs onto the scene. There's a destroyed beer truck. There's cops coming. There's people panicking. And somebody's trying to get his attention, like his sidekick is over here, talking to him. And, Mark he's all beat up, he's bloody, he's sweaty, he's out of breath. And there's a cop or something like that, and the cop goes, like, hey, you can't, you can't go over there, it's too dangerous, and stuff like that. So, Marky Mark, he wants to tell this guy off, and he looks at this guy, looks down the street, looks at this guy, looks down the street, picks up a beer can. And it's one of those, like space age aluminum cans. It's like a tall boy, but aluminum, and it looks very futuristic. So he takes this beer, and the label's turned out, and now he doesn't like showcase it, but he picks it up, goes, and then he runs off. It was so great. It was like this was the perfect product placement where he's like, oh my god, I'm so beat up. This guy's yelling at me. I can't handle this. Hang on a second. And then he throws this. He spikes the beer, and I was like, that was amazing. Marky Mark did product placement perfectly. It was like it was so organic to the scene, He was like, "Oh man, I'm all beat up, and oh, that's good thing it's a refrigerated truck." Hang on a second. He just runs. They could have stopped the movie right there. I got a fucking Bud Light and hated it, but it was really good. See, that's like Superman in Man of Steel. Like when Superman was fighting Zod, yeah, they punch each other through a fucking IHOP. But if Superman had been like, boom, and punches Zod out through the wall, and there's like some old guy, like a World War II veteran or something like that, and he's eating his Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity pancake stack, and like if he punched Zod through the window when he's about to fall. When he looks over, sees the pancakes. He's like, "You mind if I?" Damn, that's good. And then he that flies off. Yeah, that's what Marky Mark did. He's just like, "Oh, dude, Bud Light, score! Ah!" So yeah, I think the closest thing I can think of is like in Superman 2. I think doesn't Zod get thrown through a fucking Coke, like the big Coke sign in Times Square or something? Oh, you see Oreo? Yeah, she's there. Hello. She is good, puppy. But there was a lot of product placement in Man of Steel, but it wasn't the sort of things like, man, I need to go to an IHOP. This was like, avoid IHOP, fucking Kryptonians suplex themselves on top of those fucking things. Like, Superman, if it was going to be product placement, Superman needed to eat some pancakes. And you could eat them real fast, because he's Superman. Okay, I'm going to go. Give me like 20 minutes. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching me finally defeat... your strength helped me defeat the Sandman, but not the credits. I'll see you soon.